The darkness you harbor that society demands you excise is not merely a paranormal curse for gothic tension, but a profound inheritance, demanding you confront the parts of yourself that have been conditioned to equate purity with worth and shadow with shame. And true integration requires not banishing the beast through righteous suppression alone, but integrating the weight of your own duality until wholeness becomes an act of radical self-acceptance rather than performative sanitization. In The Monster I Keep, Shade Owens transforms the monster romance trope into precise exploration of somatic sovereignty and embodied accountability, proving liberation isn't found in curing the affliction, it's forged in honoring the person beneath the transformation, when every supernatural expectation demands you remain either tragic victim or irredeemable creature. From candle wax and iron chain narration, listeners enter worlds where metamorphosis is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable vow, perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent dark fantasy where female complexity defies maiden or monster binaries. When Ilara Vance awakens to her inherited curse, expecting inevitable exile, she discovers Julian Thorne's commanding tenderness mirrors the exact suppression he's endured beneath years of performative normalcy, and his quiet refusal to enforce eradication protocols creates space for connection, defying moral hierarchy. Navigating shared vulnerability and buried attractions, Ilara realizes this haunting isn't about damnation, but recalibration, with Owens avoiding reducing Ilara to broken vessel or Julian to savior archetype, instead crafting radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries, even as instinct blurs them. An audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Ilara's disciplined composure fracturing into clarity, and Julian's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls learning some monsters can only be kept when you stop letting dogma define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical monster fare is portraying shadow intimacy as somatic practice rather than sensationalized horror, with Ilara confronting how purity culture equated worth with compliance, while Julian creates sanctuary where her contradictions exist without diminishment. Their relationship evolving through shared silences during lunar cycles, bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both psychological safety and relational integrity, and mutual defense against hunters mistaking tenderness for corruption, supported by fellow afflicted encoding suppressed grief, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and the estate itself absorbing centuries of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward process is technique and presence is sustainable resource, with containment rituals mirroring emotional attunement and surrendered fears becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred reclamation, with narrators embodying Ilara and Julian with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant wind through eaves, rain against stone walls, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring revelatory cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining monster romance by centering female epistemology within shadow frameworks and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to keep yourself on your own terms, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by rejection.